Yeah, well, my dad, he died when I was 14, so I had a good relationship with my dad, but he died when I was young. He had a heart attack and died quite suddenly, which was a dynamic that influenced me in a particular way, because I then had to become the oldest man in the house. I was the oldest of three boys, so I was the father figure in the house, I suppose. So it helped me mature a little bit more quickly than I probably otherwise would have. My mother was a single mother through that period, so she did a great job with us three boys, and three boys is probably a pretty tough call for two parents, let alone one parent. But yeah, it's that was my experience, and I didn't have the pleasure of having my dad around when I had kids, which is something that I sort of would have liked to have had. Yeah, there's no doubt that I've learned some things from my dad that I've passed on to my kids, but there's also some things I've learned not to do that he did that I've passed on as well. So I think when you say you learn from your parents, I think most of us make a judgment call as to what's good to take from our parents, and we embed that into our parenting, and what's not so good, and we change those. I think that's part of the wisdom of parenting, and it's something that is just part of being wise. Yeah. Dealing with children nowadays that are a lot more technologically savvy, and so there's that, and the internet and the dangers of the internet, and there's a whole lot of stranger danger out there and lots of stuff now that wasn't around 30 years ago. So there's a whole increased level of awareness in relation to so many things that as a parent you've got to be a lot more diligent now than you used to be 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.